Today we are in the West, of course, in search of interesting stories and testimonies around improving our education system. Now here in Hoima district, Runyoro, the local language, has been at the center of early grade literacy efforts. During his monitoring sessions, DEO of Hoima District, Serwanja Godfrey, looks at every aspect of school life, teachers' performance, infrastructure, and even the general atmosphere in the school. He also always includes EGR program in his monitoring session. Today he came to inspect Kibingo Muslim Primary School.
If you have an activity going out to the field, don't wait for EGR money to go and check on EGR. If I am going for an inspection in a school, I will target early grade reading, then I'll target other areas of my monitoring. It's always a week's activity. All of us are out during that week. We spend it in schools. Then after that, we come back and review. Then we say, what is the way forward? These are the issues that need the political leaders. These are for our technical staff. Those which need the budget, which need funding, the sectoral committee captures them and they are put in our budget, and the budget is presented to the district council for approval.
Not always that quick though. First, they have to defend the budget in front of the budget committee members. Secretary for Education, Mr. Mulindaburai Mugenyi Jackson, makes sure every year the budget for the program implementation gets approved.
We first bring it to the smaller committee, which is mandated with education affairs, and then after that we present it to the main council. But every member of the committee has a role to lobby at least one. And when we get out of the council of 30 people, if we get 20 members, then unanimously it's passed.
Mulindabura has his own strategy to motivate the members of a big committee. Because his audience are parents, he explained the benefits of EGR from the parent perspective.
What we are presenting is what they have at home. And they also have children who are going to school and being nurtured by teachers. So it becomes easier for us to explain the situation of a child in school and then to convince them to put in money to fund the program that will model their children.
Mr. Serwanja Godfrey says there are two key components that help EGR to succeed in the district. First, the positive attitude towards the program from every stakeholder, including local government. Secondly, the integrated budget, which leads to a successful implementation.
Because it's not very easy to say, we are going to get 10 million for EGR alone. No. What we do, the revenue of the district, of the department in particular, is divided in such a way that we carry out a number of activities, including early grade reading. What are the sources? Our sources are local revenue, first of all. Local revenue, which the district collects. Then we get an inspection grant from the Ministry of Education. Like now, this quarter, we got 14 million. So our focus as a department this quarter is on early grade reading. Our fund, that 14 million, is on early grade reading. Then we have another source of development grant. When they give you development grant, get 10% of that development grant and use it for capacity building. So for us, next financial year, 2018-2019, we are receiving 960 million as development grant. And we have earmarked 96 million for capacity building activities. Out of that 96 million, we have earmarked 40%, which is around 39 million. And we are going to give it to the training of teachers, the follow-up for early grade reading. Then we have another grant which is similar to that one. It's the development grant itself is supposed to construct facilities. Now what do we do? Our priority goes to those schools which have poor facilities for P1, P2, P3. Because we know, unless you provide the facilities, even if you have those books, you need the facilities for the children to learn well. So in some schools, some teachers had inadequate knowledge. So we want to build their capacity more. Much as the college organizes some training for them. As a district, we need to supplement. That's why in the coming budget of financial 2018-2019, we have included the CPD component.
Lujumwa Nathan is the Chief Administrative Officer of Hoima District Local Government.
I approve programs, any programs that come from the department and they are within the framework of the national priorities. I look at them, approve, and also appropriate resources that can be able to facilitate the department to undertake. And at the end of the day, I have to monitor. It is very necessary and important to collaborate because you cannot work as an individual in a government setup. Each one of us needs the other to ensure that we perform better our tasks.
Once again, we've learned a lot about ways to improve our education system in Uganda. Most importantly, that without proper budget and adequate support, nothing can be achieved. But if all work together, everything is possible.